Welcome back to Gist TV, the place where stories are unpacked without filters, emotions are laid bare, and Nollywood conversations are given the depth they deserve. Before we go any further, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you do not miss any of the conversations shaping this intense 2026. The internet is already on fire, and today's gist is one of those moments that proves just how powerful a single statement can be. This story revolves around Sonia Uche, a calm live video, a subtle mention of marriage, and the uncontrollable reaction that followed. What should have been a reflective conversation about growth and the future quickly transformed into a full-blown online storm. Fans became analysts, bloggers became investigators, and social media turned into a courtroom where everyone had an opinion. It all started quietly. Sonia went live on social media with a relaxed and confident presence. There was no drama in her tone, no urgency in her words. She thanked her fans sincerely for standing by her through 2025. She spoke about how the year ended on a positive note, highlighting successful movies, creative collaborations, brand deals, and her growing involvement in production work. She talked about learning, evolving, and becoming more intentional with her life choices. As she spoke about 2026, she described it as a new chapter. She talked about working harder, improving herself, and making better decisions. Then she mentioned marriage. Not as an announcement, not as a promise, but as a serious topic she no longer takes lightly. She made it clear that marriage is not a joke, and that she approaches it with maturity and caution. That was all it took. Within minutes, screenshots of her words flooded social media. Entertainment blogs rushed to publish speculative posts. Comment sections became chaotic. Some people celebrated her honesty, while others began demanding answers she never offered. The calm tone of her live video stood in sharp contrast to the frenzy that followed. What this reaction exposed is a long-standing issue in celebrity culture, especially for women. The moment a successful woman speaks about growth, the conversation immediately shifts to marriage. Sonia did not say she was engaged. She did not mention a partner. She did not give a timeline. Yet many people interpreted her words as confirmation that marriage was imminent. Supporters praised her maturity. They applauded her for speaking thoughtfully and not allowing societal pressure to dictate her life. They described her as grounded, focused, and emotionally intelligent. To these fans, Sonia represented a woman who understands that marriage is important, but not something to be rushed or performed for public approval. At the same time, critics questioned her decision to mention marriage at all. Some accused her of deliberately stirring speculation. Others suggested she was responding to pressure rather than speaking freely. A few went as far as claiming that public figures should avoid discussing personal topics if they are not ready to provide details. This response reveals how uncomfortable society still is with women who choose their own timing. In Nollywood, a woman's success is often seen as incomplete without marriage. Career achievements are acknowledged briefly, but quickly overshadowed by questions about settling down. Male actors rarely face the same scrutiny. They can focus on ambition, growth, and expansion without their personal lives being treated as unfinished business. Sonia's situation highlights how quickly admiration can turn into entitlement. Many fans believe that supporting a celebrity gives them the right to demand clarity about private decisions. This mindset turns reflective conversations into interrogations. Instead of listening to what was actually said, people project their own expectations onto the narrative. As the discussion intensified, another name entered the conversation without invitation. Maurice Sam. Almost immediately, fans began linking Sonia's words to him. Old rumors resurfaced. Past movie collaborations were revisited. Casual interactions were reinterpreted as evidence. Without confirmation from either party, many fans confidently declared that he must be the man behind her statement. Some tagged him repeatedly, asking direct questions. Others accused him of wasting Sonia's time. A few demanded that he confirm or deny the rumors. What began as fan speculation quickly turned into pressure. This is where fan culture becomes complicated. Shipping can be entertaining when it remains light-hearted, but it becomes harmful when it creates expectations and obligations. In this case, Maurice Sam was drawn into a narrative he did not create and a conversation he did not start. Defenders argued that it was unfair to place responsibility on him based on assumptions. They pointed out that working together on set does not automatically mean a romantic relationship. Others insisted that public figures must accept speculation as part of fame. The truth lies somewhere in between. While public visibility invites attention, it does not erase the right to privacy. Fan-driven narratives often distort reality, turning silence into confirmation and imagination into fact. This creates unnecessary tension and emotional strain. Throughout the chaos, Sonia remained composed. She did not rush to clarify or defend herself. She continued posting normally, engaging with fans positively and focusing on her work. Her calm response stood out in the midst of the noise. It was a reminder that not every rumor deserves a reaction. Comment sections became divided. Some fans pleaded for respect and patience. Others argued that transparency is owed to the public. Bloggers added fuel to the fire, publishing speculative articles and claiming insider information without evidence. Entertainment pages analyzed every word from her live video, searching for hidden meanings. What was meant to be a simple update became a lesson in how quickly narratives spiral online. Yet, Sonia's approach remained consistent. She emphasized her career, her growth, and her plans to continue building her brand and production work. Marriage, she implied, is a part of life, but not the center of her identity. This perspective resonated with many people, especially women who see themselves in her story. The pressure to meet societal timelines is real. Sonia's calm handling of the situation challenged the idea that women must explain or justify their choices. Another layer to this story is the emotional connection fans feel. Many reactions came from a place of genuine care. Fans want to see her happy and fulfilled. They celebrate her growth and want to be part of her journey. However, emotional investment can easily cross into emotional overreach. Fan groups clashed online, accusing each other of pushing agendas or disrespecting Sonia's autonomy. What began as admiration turned into conflict. This reflects a broader issue in entertainment culture, where personal lives are treated as public property. Sonia's story forces an important reflection. Celebrities are human beings navigating complex lives. Their words deserve careful listening, not instant conclusions. Growth does not require explanation, and intention does not require confirmation. As 2026 continues, one thing is clear. Sonia Uche has entered this year with confidence and clarity. Whether marriage happens now, later, or not at all, she has already defined her priorities. She is focused, intentional, and unwilling to be rushed by public opinion. The internet may continue to speculate. Fans may continue to ship. Critics may continue to question. But Sonia's calm presence speaks louder than any rumor. This is not just a celebrity gist. It is a reflection of how society treats successful women, how fans navigate boundaries, and how easily conversations shift from support to pressure. So the real question is not whether Sonia Uche is getting married in 2026. The real question is whether we are ready to respect personal timing, especially when a woman is thriving on her own terms. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe so you do not miss the next conversation. This is Gist TV.